Unsolicited earthbound advice. Save your Dragonite bangs, you will thank me. Hey there, kids, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, and that you are having a great day. And in today's video, we are going to be sitting back, relaxing, and having a wonderful conversation about liquidity in the trading card world, specifically future liquidity and the difficulty one might have in selling booster boxes that they're buying today in some magical, far-off fantasy world of 5 years from now. You see, if you snoop around enough online, you will find people who genuinely seem to have the opinion that in the future, people who bought product now to hold on to it, to let its value appreciate, there are people who genuinely believe that you will have a very difficult time selling off your sealed product, and that sealed product of today will have low liquidity tomorrow because so many people have it. Who are you going to sell it to? No one's going to want it in the future because everybody has stacks and stacks of, I don't know, Destined Rivals or Lost Origin or whatever have you. You know, there really is a non-insignificant amount of people online who genuinely appear to believe that anybody buying sealed product right now is a fool, because everybody's buying sealed product. And it's true, okay? It is an undeniable fact that there are more people right now holding on to their sealed products with the express purpose of cashing out at a later date. That is undeniable fact. It's also an undeniable fact that the various hobbies that these people buy and sell for have grown exponentially in the last 10 years, and by definition, there's going to be more sealed product on the market now than there was 10 years ago, just because print runs were not as high as they are now 10 years ago. That is also an undeniable fact. Another undeniable fact that I think these people tend to forget is not everybody is going to be dumping their future products on the market at the same time. And just because there is an increased amount of people who are interested in holding on to their sealed product doesn't mean the amount of genuine, legitimate demand for that sealed product has gone down at all. Because here's the thing. Here is a very important thing to know. Overall interest in hobbies in general has only risen in pop culture and the average mindset in the last 5 or so years. And it's continued to go up. Yes, there will come a time when it goes down, perhaps even catastrophically so, and we see a return to the fan base that we had, I would say maybe 2016, 2017 for gaming in general. That could happen. I wouldn't even say it's very unlikely to happen. But here's the thing, okay? Just because a lot of people have sealed product that they're sitting on doesn't mean people in the future aren't going to want it, or aren't going to want it at the new appreciated prices, because guess what? People want it now. People want this stuff now, and they want it bad. They are willing to get into fights over Pokemon. They are willing to lie, cheat, and steal over Magic the Gathering. They are willing to look at Yu-Gi-Oh! They are willing to do a lot of unsavory things to get a hold of the cardboard crack they desire right now. People right now are willing to pay inflated prices for sealed products that are out on the market. Yes, demand will inherently be lower in the future when products are colder. People have moved on to the new hotness. But there will still be people who have a fervent desire to get a hold of this sealed product of today, either because they want to complete a collection, they want to crack open a box they never had a chance to, they want to do it for some YouTube thing, they want to make content out of it. Heaven forbid someone do that. Any number of reasons. There could be any number of reasons. A gift for a friend, adding that box to their personal collection of boxes. There's a lot of reasons somebody might want sealed product. And with so much sealed product being absorbed by private collectors and investors, sure, you could say that there's more now than there was in the past, and that it's going to be harder for it to appreciate. But I think that the sheer fact that so many people do have all this stuff that they are willing to hold on to only means that any potential future markets will be a bit healthier and will appreciate in a bit more stable manner. And by that I mean, if we take a look back at a Magic the Gathering set from 20 years ago, I don't know what to talk about. Let's choose Onslaught. How old is Onslaught? I don't know. Onslaught feels like it's 20 years old. Onslaught might be 20 years old. You know, if enough people right now went out and bought every box of Onslaught that was out there, how many people would have to buy a single box each in order for the average person interested in a box of Onslaught to be completely incapable of buying it at the price it was when the new buying surge started? Let's say that if Onslaught was at $1,000, I know it's not at $1,000, leave me alone. If Onslaught boxes were $1,000 a pop, okay, and 31 people wanted a box of Onslaught at $1,000, could all 31 people get a box of Onslaught at $1,000? That can lead to some drastic price movements really quick, okay? Meanwhile, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whenever, 20 years from now, let's say that Destined Rivals is at $1,000 a box 10 years from now somehow. Is that even reasonable? Is that feasible? Is that like a realistic expectation? It's got to be way higher, right? But let's just say, for the sake of argument, okay, if hundreds of people have thousands of Destined Rivals boxes and 30 people want to buy a Destined Rivals box at $1,000, how likely is it that 10 years from now, all 30 people could get a hold of a Destined Rivals box for $1,000? A bit higher than it is right now, right? I'd like to think that it is. Does that mean that you won't be able to sell Destined Rivals boxes at all at $1,000? No. It means that it's more likely that people buying up Destined Rivals boxes won't cause sudden spikes in price in the distant future. That's really all it means. Mostly all it means. There's a few other things, but that's beside the point. You know, prices will appreciate regardless of overall, I'd say, availability, because once the heyday of the set has passed and we've moved on to new things, 2 years have gone by, the set's out of print and people are moving on with their lives, a lot of that new demand post initial release cycle, a lot of it is just for people who really just want this product for what it is, regardless of what it is. You know, the people right now buying XY Evolutions for $10,000 a case or something like that, they aren't thinking about really anything other than the fact that they want to buy it for $10,000. They've looked at the set, they like the set. Either they're going to crack it or they're going to sell it off for even more in the future. They aren't really thinking to themselves, man, I wonder how many people have a case of this hiding in a closet somewhere. That's not really something that's going into the equation. The same is going to be true for Destined Rivals and Journey Together and Surging Sparks and Lost Origins. I don't know why Lost Origins is on my mind right now. I wonder how much Lost Origins boxes are at. I'll have to look into that after this video is over. But what I'm trying to say in this video is that no, just because loads of people are buying and hoarding and holding on to Pokemon product now doesn't mean those same people will be shit out of luck when the future comes and it's time to sell. All it means is that in the future, prices might be a bit more stable than they are for older products, just because there's a bit more to go around, which means people will have an easier time buying at the various price points as it goes up. Or at least that's the theory I'm working with here. If you guys think I'm right, let me know in the comments section down below. Please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.